So coming in from the main part of the barn, there's still work to be done here, but not much. Love my floors. This is the office. I'm gonna cover this wire with the fabric that's in the barn, but looks out over the house and I love it. This is actually for paperwork, but right now it's showing this right here, which is the bomb.com for getting rid of flies. You just spray it near the doors and you just don't have flies. And so it's amazing. I'm still working on the porch, all things, the porch. Still hanging things, as you can see. So it is small, it's a 10 by 10, but it is perfect size for me to work and be right here with the babies. And I even bring them in here with a little mini fence sometimes. So, I love it. Love all the little touches. Brooke, who's worked for me for years, did this, and I'm crazy in love with it. Had that for a while. It's actually freezing in here, so love it. And again, just a few more little things to get to make this just right, but it's pretty fantastic as it is now. Now going from my office into the bathroom. Again, some work to be done, but we are working on it. This is kind of my memory mirror. It's just got all kinds of things that I don't use necessarily anymore that are memories. So that's kind of fun. And this, I love this shower. Don't have the shower curtain yet, but that's a magnetic head. So it pulls off and can easily wash big dogs. Washer and dryer, pretty big for you know, a stackable, but it's still pretty big. This also is a nice deep sink, filling up water jugs, actually to water all the plants. So hopefully I'll get shelves in soon so I can store our vinegar and our laundry detergent and cleaners and things like that. So then that just swings around back into my office. Okay, so we're gonna enter into the main part of the barn. There's no dogs out here now, so you know, it looks a little different. Well, Finley's out here with me just because I brought her out here. We kind of walk in, this ever-present. Obviously, we have to have mops and things of that nature. So I'm just gonna turn. We'll talk about everything under here I love this. A little Texas thing. Again, there's nobody out here. This is storing some things for Legacy Closet. And this is just storing some extra wood that we need to put away and some of our toys for dogs. These are 9x5, these two right here. This is a 5x5, and this would be for petite minis at about 3-4 weeks whenever we move them in here. I showed this over here a little bit ago. And then in the dresser, you know, scissors, paperwork, things like that. So this is where I was officing before my office was done. I kind of still office there a lot. So that's the way it is. It's a dehumidifier. It's full and I'm about to empty it. I water my plants with it. But under here, crates in baggies, lots of dog food. Once it's opened, it goes in here. Under there, we have collars. That is actually feeding tube and syringes in the event that we need that. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Under here, more rugs. There's the collars. And our pellets, which I love, but they do cause a little bit of dust. The pine pellets aren't near as bad as the alfalfa, so. But yeah, we do have to dust. We'll get dust along in here. So we have to dust this a lot as a result. Under here, jugs of water, mainly to water my plants, and any other kind of things that we may need for cleaning purposes and things like that. So the fences, the small fencing back here, you can tell kids and dogs. So that's at this angle, and I went ahead and just put Finley in here just to show you. Although again, we're kind of using this as storage, and I just put her in there temporarily, but these are made so that a mama can jump up on them and get away from puppies, and then they have a bed on them. Again, just kind of storing stuff right now because no one's out here. But that's what that looks like, kind of, with all this extra added stuff taken out. Out here, I'll show you this at a later time, but this is a fenced in area that's totally fenced all the way up so that puppies could go outside on concrete, or dogs. It's too hot for that, so we don't do it, so it's not even cleaned up right now. And a lot of chicken stuff. So couldn't win that battle with my husband. So this is just kind of the all-around tour of what it looks like. It is 71 degrees in here right now, and that part I love. It's cooler than the house half the time. Certainly this is where I came when our AC was out temporarily. Thank goodness that was remedied rather quickly. This is a separate unit so that it can be turned off when it's not in use. If I'm not in there, no point in turning it on. So screens we use if a mom needs a little more privacy. Maybe she doesn't want to see another mom if there were one here and one here. So we work that out. This particular piece is there. They call them no fight guards. We don't have any that fight, but we know that they want privacy. So typically that would be there to give them complete privacy to see. They can see obviously at this corner, but it makes them feel a little more secure. We're using that for storage right now. We don't have 4 litters. We have had when we took in a litter, but typically 2, maybe 3 at the most. Our litters are staggered for the next few months. So Finley's due, she'll be in the house. And by the time Soleil is due, Mercy's will go home. By the time our next one is due, another one will go home. So we'll be transitioning just 2, and they'll probably go on that far end one. They'll start out here, and they get a little older, and we start the potty training. We keep it small because that's the best way to do potty training. And then we move into the big area where they have play. And then right here in the center becomes a massive area where I use that fake grass turf. We move the table and we fence in a huge area here to do socialization. Pretty much takes up this whole space with just a walkway on this side. And so we work through that socialization, although they do have plenty of room in that. That particular pen is 10 by 5, whereas these are 9 by 5. These are Prefert, and I love them because this right here is the best mechanism for putting them together any way you want, and they are sturdy, 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 and I really, really love that. So they're worth it. They're expensive, but they're in Mount Pleasant, so I can go pick them up for less money. Plugs are up high, as you can see. In the event that we need to get a heater, what happens is maybe there's a mom in here, we plug it in there and put it over here, so they don't have access to a plug, but they're up high. And then behind our countertop over here are plugs. That one is missing its cover, and I have that to put on today. So these can come down. These are actually just doors if we want more space, but I don't know how we need it. So that is the idea of the barn dominium.